Alright, so I ain't been doing my videos consistently like I should be. That's my fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna focus on other stuff. But here's something I learned. I'm try to sum this up. Y'all know I get tangential sometimes, so I'm gonna try to, stay on point. Alright, so here's something I learned. When you are buying a house, here's the best way to do it. Now, of course, disclaimer, if you if you're independently wealthy, or you just have a lot of money, or you whatever the source is, let's say you got a whole lot of money from a settlement, or I don't know, life insurance policy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you know, maybe you're a millionaire or something. I don't know. And to buy this house outright, or to have high payments on it for a 15-year mortgage or something, is more than doable for you, then great. Do you, this, it could apply to you still, but it's not going to apply as much to you as how it's going to apply to the average person. And when I say average person, I'm talking about people who making, you know, the average, like 40, 50, 60, anything under a couple 100,000 a year type shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're making, even if you're making 100,000 a year, you're not, rich yet. That's pretty good. But let's just say you making 75, right? Somewhere thereabout. So you're doing okay, but you ain't rich. All right. Here's what is the best course of action for you to buy a home. Don't do the 15-year. Don't do the 15-year, because when you do a 15-year, your payment is going to be higher, because, oh, I'm sleepy. Because the amount of money that you're paying is only being stretched out over 180 months instead of 360 months, like it would be if you did a 30-year. Okay? So, for example, let's say your mortgage would be $1,000. Okay. When I get off of here, ooh, this sleep don't hit so good. Let's say your mortgage would be $1,000 for doing 15 year. Okay, bet, cool. If you did a 30-year, it's gonna be half that. Okay. Now, even if you can afford, let's say you've been renting for however long, and you've been paying $1,000+ a month every month to rent your apartment, or rent the house or townhouse, whatever that you live in. You might say, "Oh, well, that's nothing. I've been paying that such and such a time, whatever." Woo, woo." Okay, but you was renting and you had to pay that. You didn't have no other choices. You didn't have any other avenues to go down. You just had to pay what their rent amount was. Okay. Beautiful thing is, once purchase a home, or once you are in the home buying process, because of course we know you don't own it until it's paid for, right? If we want to get technical, um, you now have the ability to take two different options. You can pay it off faster, or you can pay it off slower. Now, you can end up still paying it off faster by paying it off slower. And I know this sounds crazy, but here's how you do that. Because let's say you took that 30-year, 360 month, right? Let's say you took that and you paid 500 a month, okay? Let's say maybe even you decided, well, I could do six, okay? Maybe including your taxes and insurance and all of that, maybe a six. And you're saving $400 every month. Instead of that money going to your mortgage loan company, the bank, or whatever, your credit union, however that you got that money, instead of it going to them and them reinvesting it, which we know that they're going to do because that's how they make money. um, that, and of course your interest payments. You know that or you should know that your first, I don't forget how long, set of payments really are only going towards the interest, not the principal. Okay, unless you specify that, but that's another story for another day. All right, but instead of you giving them the money, giving them your power, you could pay that 500 or 600, right? Taking that 30 year. And after you pay them that money, that remaining money that you would have paid, if you would have been paying that whole $1,000, that remaining 400, that remaining 500, you should be reinvesting that into something such as a IRA. It could be a traditional or a Roth IRA. Okay, and you will be able to max out the amount that you able to put into it every year. I believe the limit for a Roth IRA contribution right now is 6,500, something like that. It used to be 55. It goes up each year. Okay, so if you're able to put 500 into that, okay, every single month, you are maxing out that contribution, and you're going to be watching that money grow. That money is going to be working for you, versus if you handed it to them, that money over that time is not doing anything for you. It's not growing. Okay, so if you putting your money away in that, it's going to grow exponentially because of compound interest. All right, you're going to reap the benefits of compound interest greatly. It's going to help you with building your separate retirement fund, separate from whatever that you do with your employer. Or like, I'm a teacher, so we pay into TRS. We don't have a choice in that matter, right? Some people might work for whatever entity they work for. You might be putting something away with your employer, your 401k, whatever, what have you. Okay, but if you have your own personal IRA, I'm not talking about you having to be a stock guru. I'm not talking about you knowing everything about trading options. Now, that'll help you. Most definitely. If you know your shit when it comes to day trading and all of that, hell, we might not even be having this conversation if you really do. But I don't know all the ins and outs of that. What I do know is that when you set up a IRA, or individual retirement account, Roth IRA or traditional, your money is building and compounding over itself. Okay, so in that 15 years, in 180 months of that 360 month time frame, you putting that kind of coin away every single month will actually have built you even more, in most cases, than what the fuck your house is worth. All right, and you'll be able to either make the choice to allow that money to continue to grow, so that you have even more, and eventually you'll be able to pay that house off with the money that you have allowed to build in far less than that 30-year time frame, without you having to get another job, without you having to learn another skill, without you having to make any more money. And if it's a Roth IRA, it is tax free because you are putting into it with after tax dollars and all of those different things. And with a Roth IRA, it's easier for you to withdraw your money without said penalties. Okay, so with the traditional one, you got to wait till you're 59 and a half, blase skippy. But still, even if you waited to the end, your money will work for you. You will see the benefits of that money more than handing it over to a bank that's going to do something very similar to what the fuck I just told you. They do more shit like, they put money towards whole life policies like IULs and allow the money to build that way. They are investing in the stocks and stuff like that, of course, directly. If you know about investing directly, let's say you want to buy up some Bitcoin, let's say whatever it is, it's still gonna do better for you building over here somewhere, okay, than for you to be handing all of that coin over every single month, and you don't have to. Take the 30 year, okay? Take the 30-year mortgage, and you can always do what? Refinance later and bust it down if that's what you so desire to do. All right? So, that's all I had to say. That's all. That's it. That's my point for the day. You know what I'm saying? I was doing the Lord's work, letting people know that you don't have to spend all your damn money. Take the perk of how it should be when you buy a home anyway. Buying a home actually should put you in a better financial position than renting. I know a lot of people get on YouTube, TikTok, um, I don't know, all kind of platforms that you could think of and talk about how oh, you shouldn't buy a house, it's not good, blah blah blah, whatever. And you know, if you buy a house and you're living in it, it's what do you say? If you buy a house and you're living in it, it's a liability. It's not an asset. Not necessarily, because of the fact that you are still going to be spending less for this house in many cases than you would be spending for an apartment that you will never fucking own, and you won't have any opportunity to pull anything from it, no equity or anything like that, if you're living in that apartment that you don't own. And also, when you have a home, you can do like what the fuck I just said, reduce your payments by taking a longer loan amount time and reinvesting that money and making it work for you. Toodles. Good night. I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. Y'all seen on y'all like 50, 11,000 times. Bye.